How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. As you may have noticed, it is not a reaction video today. I wanted to do something a little different, and something that I've actually been meaning to do for quite a while. K-pop is definitely one of the biggest genres in the world right now. Calling it a genre is kind of limiting in a way. The way I see K-pop is, it's its own musical universe, and I realize a lot of people who are maybe new or haven't heard K-pop before and are interested in listening to it, they don't really know where to start. So I thought I'd ease the load a bit, and maybe bring you guys some album recommendations that are tailored to specific genres that you might like. Today we are doing R&B. Apart from K-pop, R&B is personally my favorite genre. Groovy, feel-good music, sexy music, body roll music, the type of music that makes you kind of jealous if you're the same sex. And I absolutely love it. So I thought I'd give you guys some album recommendations that I thought complement very well to R&B. I wanted to stay away from the big name albums, you know, albums that everyone knows about, like Exodus or Perfect Velvet or Move. Granted, those albums are very good and I highly recommend you listen to it. I wanted to delve deep into some albums that even some K-pop fans might not have heard. I wanted to bring some fresh new music that might not be as popular, but just as good in my opinion. So, I've done enough talking. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So we're starting off with the newest project from the rap member of VIX. Now for this list I wanted to add an album that was fairly new. It just came out last month. It's a great fusion of soul, R&B, and modern pop. You got smooth tracks like Layered. This album has some awesome upbeat tracks like Tuxedo, Live, the bonus track. As well as my personal favorite song, Hoodie, which is an R&B trap banger. And oddly enough, this is very cohesive as well. And I also love the retro style of the album cover as well. It totally fits the music that comes with it. Yeah, this album's a steal, guys, I'm telling you. And if you love R&B and you're in love with the modern pop sound, I think this is a great album to listen to. And yeah, this is a really good album. Moving on to number 4, we have Fountain by Ju Young. Now, if y'all didn't know, Ju Young is one of the most notorious R&B prodigies. He's made amazing songs like Wet. Wet, I need an umbrella. Wet, I need an umbrella.
Oh my god, my heart is, oh my god.
And after coming back from the military, he has definitely not lost his edge. I think this EP is fantastic. This has some of the smoothest songs you will ever hear in K-pop, period. You got an amazing title track, Dive. Into you, I wanna dive. You have an amazing duet song of First. Every time I go inside your heart, 너의 마음 내들어 가면. And for kicks, I guess Ju Young wanted to add a rapper to his list, which I'm totally not mad at because it made Planet Girl a thing. Let us get lost tonight, leave all your thoughts behind, pieces of us to the paradise. So yeah, when you listen to this album, you're gonna expect smooth, sexy, seductive music, which you didn't hear from me, but the music's pretty good in bed as well. Anyways, great EP to listen to. Moving on to number 3, we have Trailer by Prime Boy. Now, I found this album very recently when I was binge listening to some old K-pop songs, and this album caught me by surprise. It's a bit longer than some of the albums that I've listed here. A healthy 10 songs, so you're gonna have half an hour of music to listen to, which isn't bad at all. If you look at American albums nowadays, they are quite known to have an absurd number of songs. Bruh. But the great thing about K-pop is the artists keep it short, succinct, and to the point. While it doesn't seem like a lot to some non-K-pop fans, K-pop fans will know this is part of the higher end. But in my opinion, there is not a lot of fat trim off this album. I think there are a lot of good songs here. You got amazing songs like In My Car, Idol, Sit On. Let's ride, look around us. Oh, you're my idol, you're my idol. 무엇보다도 하나면 I can do anything for you. 일순간 없는 걸 너의 눈. Those are some of the many highlights in this album, and I think it's a great listen to. If you love music from Sid, The Internet, Division, Sabrina Claudio, Solange, I think you're really gonna like this one. This album is not something to sleep on, guys. Low-key, I'm a little mad at myself for finding it so late. Hey, better late than never. But yeah, this is a great album, guys. You should listen to it. Moving on to number 2, we have Luna, Free Somebody's first mini album. Out of the 5 albums that I'm listing here, Free Somebody is definitely the most electronic of it. But don't get me wrong, it doesn't stray too much to the fact that it doesn't sound like R&B anymore. It's just a great mesh of electronic and R&B. First off, you have a great title track of Free Somebody, and if that wasn't enough of a banger for you, we got Keep It Going. But if you're thinking RBG, that's too upbeat for an entire album. Luna's got you with the slow songs as well. You have a very vocally strong song of Breathe. And Luna also shows off her amazing falsettos with the last song, My Medicine. Fun tip, the song My Medicine is actually dedicated to her mom, so I thought that was a nice thing to know. If you guys are into powerhouse singers like Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, Luna is definitely your first stop when it comes to K-pop. The girl has some of the best vocals you will ever hear in K-pop. Period. She's one of the most vocally talented female idols in the industry right now. This album emphasizes on that beautifully. Even if you don't like R&B, I would still recommend you listen to this thing, because this thing's got bits and pieces from different styles and genres that pretty much everyone will like this. But especially if you love R&B, this is a must listen for you. This, in my opinion, is one of the best R&B albums in K-pop history. And it sucks because it is the only album that Dean has come out with, and he is an R&B master. This album pretty much hits every single subunit of R&B that you can imagine. If you're into more trap R&B, Dean's got you with songs like Pour Up and I Love It. But if you want more laid-back R&B, you know, more vibey R&B, he's got amazing songs like And You and Half Moon. But if that wasn't enough to show you how amazing this guy is at R&B, Dean shows that he could take it back to the olden days with What to Do. I think the only song that I'm a bit iffy on in this album is 21, but hey, that is a minor flaw to the amazingness that is this album, and I highly recommend you listen to this thing. It is an amazing piece of work, and even if you like R&B only just a tiny bit, just a shred of it, I still think you're gonna like this album. This album, in my opinion, is R&B at its finest. Not only is this one of the best R&B albums I've ever heard in K-pop, this is one of the best R&B albums I've ever heard, period. You will definitely not go wrong with this album. So that's the list, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I gave you some good recommendations to listen to. Hey, if you don't even want to check out any of the albums that I've recommended or any of the albums that I'm gonna recommend in my future videos, all you gotta do, click on my playlist in the description below. It's filled with music that personally to me is the best of K-pop. It's ongoing, so I'm adding songs to that playlist every single day. If you don't want to do any work, you just want to sit back and listen to music, you know, pop up the playlist, hit shuffle play, and let the music do its work. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Thanks so much again for watching. Have an awesome day.
Gosh.